Let's go. Let's go. Get your game face on. Let's go. Let's go. Alright. Nope, that ain't it. Bang. What's good, y'all? It's your boy T Will here to tell y'all about the 5 most important things you need to know before going to boot camp. The 5 things. Well, I think are the 5 most important things. So, start off at number 5. Starting off at number 5, we have your general orders, sailor's creed, and rank and recognition. So I want to tell you that the most important people that slide through, that don't get picked on by the RDCs are the people that know that stuff. Because the people that don't, they have hell. Like, they get picked on every time we have like an inspection. Anytime you have like you get caught out on the spot, like you could just be walking and then they ask you a question, and then now you got about 5 RDCs, a petty officer, chiefs breathing on your neck. Like it's crazy. So it'll help you a lot if you just know all 11 of your general orders, your sailor's creed, all the rank and recognitions, because when you see, it's gonna be hard, especially that chief and going to senior chief. That star at the top is crucial. Sometimes you can't tell if it's a star up there. You call him a chief and he's a senior chief. He or her is a senior chief, and it's bad. You'll have a bad day. It's nice. It's not good for you. Alright, coming in at number 4, we got meeting new people. Now, I joined the Navy and I've made so many new people around the world, so many different cultures, and you just learn so much. It really opens your eyes, because a lot of people are all they know is their friends back at home, and it's all they know. And it's like so many different people that you could just vibe with, so many other different people that you could just get connection all over the world, all over the country, and it's just very, very beneficial to you to know those type of people, because you could hit up somebody that you know in Texas that you met from the Navy, and now you got somewhere to stay, or it's just very beneficial for you meeting new people. And a lot of people get cooped up back what they had back home, and a lot of the people that they friends and stuff, and they still doing the same thing when they left. So I say meeting new people is definitely a big thing you should know before going to the Navy. So when you come to the Navy, act like how you would act, because then how you act is what you gonna revolve yourself around. The people you gonna gravitate to, the people you gonna have the most common activities and things to talk about, while you're in boot camp. You're gonna gravitate towards those people. So I say just be yourself, and you're gonna gravitate towards the people, and definitely be open-minded to making new friends. Like, don't be closed-minded at all. Don't tell yourself, I'm just gonna come in and I'm not gonna talk to nobody, because you're gonna have a long time at boot camp if you just sit there and talk to nobody. Like, it's like almost gonna be 100 of y'all. Like, at least try to get a little small group, at least, for all the people that don't like to talk a lot. At number 3, we have swimming. Now, it's at number 3, but for me, it's at number 1. I feel like number 1 on my book, because when I first stepped in that classroom, when they said, this is how we want you to swim. Like, we stepped in the classroom, you got your brother, you gonna be in the classroom, you got your brother Div on one side, they teaching y'all how to swim, not teaching y'all, but telling y'all how they want you to swim. So then you go back to the locker room and get dressed, and then they call all the people up to see who can't swim. They say, if you can't swim, come to the front of the line. I myself said, I know how to swim. I swim in the kiddie pool before. I swam in the pool before. I'm like, I know how to swim. I'm Michael Phelps with it. Simple. I get to the back of the line. I said, let all them people that know how to swim, let them go first. So I see I see them. I'm like, oh, I look at the tower. I'm like, the tower not that big, you know.
What did he say?
I go to the back of the line, and when I go to the back of the line, I'm looking at the tower. You know, I'm like, the tower not that big. You know, it don't look that high at all. It look like a 1 foot dive. You know, I'm diving there, simple swim pass. I get to the tower, and you know, when you get to, so when you far back, you look at the tower, it don't look that big. When you start getting closer, I'm like, okay, it's getting a little higher, you know what I'm saying? It's getting a little higher. I'm starting to lift my neck up to look at it a little too much, you know? So I put my hands on the rail, and then the stairs are so steep. You get to climbing up that mark. You get to climbing up the stairs, and when you climb up the stairs, you just looking at that American flag. It's hitting you right in. You looking at it, it's looking at you. I get to the edge. The chief there says, step. I step, pencil dive, boom, I'm in there. You know what I'm saying? I'm starting swimming up. I'm doggy paddling. No, I know how to swim. I'm going up. About 10 seconds go by. I'm still down here. About 20 seconds go by. I'm still down. Now I'm panicking. And then about 25 seconds go, I feel my arms come up. Breathe. I took the most deepest breath I've ever took in my life. Just straight. Start swimming. Water splashed in my eyes. I get closing my eyes. I'm swimming the wrong direction. The petty officer in the pool says, swim the other way. Swim the other way. What are you doing? So then when he said that, then I started panicking. Cause now I'm like, okay, now I don't know what I'm doing. I at this point, I made a huge mistake. I should have came more prepared. I'm swimming the wrong direction. I see a pole. I feel a pole touch me. I grab it. Next thing you know, I'm getting yanked out the pool, and then I get my hard card stamp saying I failed. So swimming is one of the biggest for me that it was. For all my people that know how to swim, that was born in Hawaii or born on the West Coast in California, born in the ocean and stuff, like, y'all are straight. It's not for y'all. This is for all the people that, you know, don't know how to swim, basically. Never really been in the water like that, you know, not experienced enough to go through those type of things. So for number 2, it would definitely have to be patience, because you are going to be standing a lot. And I know if you join the military, you're going to hear the terms hurry up and wait, and you're going to be standing a lot, you know, not leaning up on nothing. Like, you're going to be standing for a long time, you know, and it gets kind of irritating. You standing all the time, you know, a lot of moving, but you're always going to be busy. You know, you're always going to have things to do. It's just, patience is just very, very key to getting through boot camp, because a lot of people don't have the patience, and a lot of people get to doing stuff to get kicked out the Navy because they don't have the patience to get through. You know, a lot of people try to say, try to cause trouble. You can see who's the rotten apple, rotten fruit, whatever you want to say, in a division that just doesn't want to be here, that doesn't know none of this stuff, that know they just want to get kicked out. And it's just, definitely I would say stay away from those type of people. But people don't have enough patience to just get through it, because they miss their families or they miss their friends. And, you know, like I said, a lot of the people that they know are still doing the things that they were doing when they left, you know. So, like, your family not going nowhere, your dog not going nowhere, your whatever, your friends, your girlfriend, they not going nowhere. They just gonna be doing the same thing that they were doing when you left, you know. Because you only going for about 2 months, you know. Alright, and for the last thing you need to know before going to boot camp, number 1, I would have to say, is working out. Working out is the biggest by far, because you're going to get worked out almost every day. So it's better for you to start in advance. You know, start now, where when you get there, you're more physically fit. Because I've seen a lot of, you know, I had people in my division that were like built strong, but still was struggling on the workout. So it's really about the endurance, your endurance. How long can you do this and do that? Because I think the maximum you start seeing how much, because they can only work you out so much. They can only make you do a certain amount of push-ups, certain amount of sit-ups, a certain amount of leg lifts, air chairs, whatever. They can only make you do a certain amount of those stuff. And you gonna start this, see the amount of number that they can. I think push-ups is like 30. So, but what the RDCs like to do is, when they see somebody that's messing up, they'll tell everybody to start over. So you're really not doing 30 push-ups. It could be, in total, it could probably be 70, 80, 60, whatever, But for total of just 30, they can only make you do 30 push-ups straight. I just know that for the push-up. Definitely, even if you're a female, male, whatever, I say running is the biggest. A lot of people fail their mile and a half and keep failing and made it all through. I've seen people make it all the way through boot camp, but can't pass the final mile and a half and get asthma and then get kicked out the Navy because they just can't finish that mile and a half, So I think running is definitely the biggest one, and definitely hit them push-ups, get strong. Because I came in boot camp at least like 160 or maybe 165. When I left boot camp, I'm 180. I was 185, So you're definitely gonna get bigger. Definitely gonna be eating that food. Food at boot camp is probably gonna be the best food that you have while you're in the Navy. So I definitely think you're gonna be gaining some weight. So I think you should start getting a workout now. So when you get to boot camp, you already done. You can last longer. You know what I'm saying? You could do this. You could do that more. And be more prepared. Alright, y'all. I hope y'all enjoyed that video. Make sure you like and subscribe, and I'll see you soon.
They tryna take my floor, I take they ass for ransom. I know that I'm gone. See me blowing up like say they want some.